Thursday, May 30th, 2024. And The View covered Joe Biden's speech yesterday in Pennsylvania somewhere. Um, uh, he's basically trying to sort of win back the black vote that is apparently, according to polls, waning for him. And I'm going to point out that Sonny did at the end of the segment come up with like it's still we're looking at like 81% um, uh, of black men supporting Joe Biden. And Sarah's point is, well, it's declining from where it was, and that may be true. And to Whoopi's point about polls, we are 5 fucking months out. It's so far away, and there's so many people who are just not plugged in, and they will eventually come around. And polls mean nothing this far out, and polls don't mean much in general, because, as Whoopi pointed out, the sample size is too fucking small, and it's not representative. And it's literally phone polls. Who the fuck answers the phone? Anyway, so he did this rally, and he took some jabs at Trump, and of course Amy Alyssa Farlow Griffin is like, now this is the hardest I've seen him come, but they've got to stay, they've got to be hard, they've got to do it. It's like they're now doing all the things that she has asked them to do, and she's still complaining. Um, and and then she goes, I want someone to go blow to blow. And Whoopi says, I don't want someone to go blow to blow. I want someone to outsmart him. And she's 100% correct. Their next guest was Jasmine Crockett, who just sort of gave a master class of this in Congress when she went toe to toe with Marjorie Taylor Greene, not by insulting her or stooping to her level, but by gaming the system and using the system to get her point across. Um, and and create an insult in the guise of asking a question about rules. That is smart um, use of the system in front of you that isn't about punching beneath you and just making up bullshit lies. That is and just being a bully. That is a smart way to sort of get your point across without looking like a bully or being petty. So, you know, Alyssa at this point, she's starting to look like she's starting to look like she's wearing down. That she still wants to say, well, they gotta do they gotta blah 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 blah, and and she keeps getting kind of beaten down by Whoopi about it, and she's starting to look a little sheepish, like, you know, like maybe she doesn't believe this, that she's just feeling like she's doing her job, which is to be what she thinks is to be contrary, but that's not your job. Is to be your job isn't to be contrary. Your job is to discuss, the hot topics of the day, and one of the points that Whoopi made about it was, that this particular speech was actually covered by the media, because that was another complaint, is they haven't seen, Amy Alyssa hasn't seen Joe Biden go after Trump, which he's been doing for weeks and weeks, on social media and in memes, Sarah Haynes. I don't know where they're consuming their media, but Trump has been trolling. I mean, Biden has been trolling Trump for months. I mean, even the debate thing, when he was like, I hear you're free on Wednesdays. Like, he's been pulling this shit for a while, and it's smart. It's needling. Is it is it a rally cry that then every Democrat supporter then goes out and buys a bumper sticker and a hat that says those words that Biden just said? No, because we're not in a fucking cult. But Jasmine Crockett selling all that stuff is a moment in time, that it is a passing fad. The problem with the Republicans is they hold on to one thing and then they just keep going with it. But anyway, so they were frustrated with the fact that um, they haven't seen his Joe Biden's behavior like this before, or enough of it. Which I don't know what they're again. I don't know what media they're consuming, but it really, really frustrated when people who are part of the media complain about the media. You're in ABC fucking news division, The View. If you want to talk more about Joe Biden and his accomplishments, and you want to do it in different ways and help people understand the impact of legislation that he's passed, then fucking talk about it. You are the media, The View. Don't complain that you don't see enough of this in the media when you're the number one fucking talk show on daytime. Like, you have the opportunity to actually get that information out. Make that your hot topic. Um, that just blows my mind. You see CNN, and CNN complains about the media. You're the fucking news media. It's mind-boggling to me. Um, and we've lost the New York Times to the dark side because Biden won't give them a one-on-one interview. So the publisher is like, "Well, we're gonna just say mean things about you then until you do." Great, that's journalism. I'm so tired of these weenies, these self-important, frail, pathetic, egomaniacal nitwits being in charge of uh, the media and what they decide is news coverage and what they decide the spin to be. So I know you've got that EP Brian, and I'm sure that he has a lot to say about what topics you can and cannot talk about. But you know, if you feel strongly enough about it, you can work the system and get your information in there. Just saying, The View, you're a part of the media.